in around 2012, 2013, was to invite all these big, massive American companies here to buy up all these assets at rock bottom prices. And they were called vulture funds.
Okay.
And I'm not saying it was the right or wrong thing back then, but we invited them all in and they bought up everything. They bought up people's houses, mortgages, and that's how NAMA got created. We can debate whether that was right or wrong. What was definitely wrong, and this is where I stand, is that we invited them in, but we never kicked them out. And they turned from vultures to cuckoos, in that they started buying, instead of buying bad assets of underperforming mortgages, they started buying brand new estates that were just being built, which was like 300 houses in Maynooth en masse, to rent them back to people. Owning your own home became a lot harder, and you were competing in the market against big vulture funds, these cuckoo funds. They're the same thing. So that was pretty bad. But then recently, these same structures are now buying hotels and turning them into IPA centers. So they're getting loads of money from the state. And the whole thing about these things, these structures, is that they're very tax efficient. So they're not paying a whole load of tax. And so the final straw was when they started buying IPA centers, because that's government money, mine and your taxes, going into these tax efficient funds to take up a local resource of a hotel. And that was final straw. I was like, no, these guys, nobody is clipping their wings. Do you realize when you zoom out at a European level, or even just a national Irish level, that there are massive companies, hotel chains, Tifco, Holiday Inn, that are just making hundreds of millions from this. They're turning their hotels into asylum centers, and they're getting government money from it. And they're doing that by basically hacking the asylum laws. The asylum laws were created in the 1950s, the Geneva Conventions. That's where they have their roots. And before, at that time, the point of these was post-World War II Europe, to take care of European migrants that may have suffered under a war, a future war. And that was fine. But it then just got manipulated over the course of the next 50 years and coincided with the rise of low-cost travel, social media, smartphones, and private equity. Combine all those things with these very empathetic laws that want to do good, but have no protections against all these things. So if I think all those asylum laws need to be scrapped and redrafted. I'm not saying there should be no asylum laws. I'm saying the current ones are just wildly inappropriate.